All right, welcome back. This is Dave Farrow coming at you for the branding, a mnemonic branding program. I'm the two-time Guinness World Record holder for memory, and I figured out how to apply memory techniques to the art of branding and sales. In this clip, the third clip in our series, I'm actually going to talk about one of the first companies to ever really use branding and mnemonic branding in a great way, and that's Coca-Cola. I'm not going to give it away, but there's a neat little secret that a lot of people don't know about Coke. Once again, realize that this is an audio clip for my live presentation. People paid hundreds of dollars to attend that presentation. So it's just a short clip in there. So all you're going to see on the screen is going to be a slide from the actual presentation. So there's nothing wrong with your screen. You're just going to see that slide.
FedEx, you got to talk about branding. You got to talk about the arrow in the FedEx. Everybody know about the arrow in the FedEx symbol? Okay, actually, I still can't believe it. Some people are still shaking their head. There's an arrow right here in the white space. So the whole idea is that their whole message was, if it absolutely has to be there overnight, give it to us. So it's like, we're fast, we're in a hurry. And I mean, that's kind of a cool thing. You know, but look in the UPS symbol, there's nothing that says fast or in a hurry there. And FedEx really won the branding wars. UPS was much bigger, and FedEx has gained a lot of market share, and really it was done through the branding. Coca-Cola invented Santa Claus. Who here knows this? Who here doesn't know this? Santa Claus was St. Nicholas, and he had like a green jacket and like brown pants, and he was a real person, and it was just old pictures. But Coca-Cola gave him a red coat and a red hat and made him their brand. And they dominated soft drinks for the longest time. And it was only till the 80s when 80s and early 90s. Well, they went with the polar bears and everything, but they lost some market share because Pepsi was doing the whole like taste testing thing. But even now, Pepsi is losing ground. And look at Pepsi Cola's brand change. They got very little. Now, they were really smart recently where they almost got like Barack Obama's brand, and Barack Obama's symbol was just like the Pepsi symbol, and it's kind of back and forth. So they had a huge surge in those times. But then when Barack Obama isn't that popular, then people aren't drinking Pepsi. So you don't want to, you don't want to be too close to something else. But it's interesting to think about things like this. The great thing about Coca-Cola is their brand was so entrenched in people when they tried that whole experiment with New Coke. You guys know the experiment?
Yeah. There's still debate out there whether that was all.
Yeah, well, to
be disruptive.
Yeah,
which would be a great strategy.
It would be a great strategy, but they admit to themselves that they're not that smart and they're not that dumb. But basically, they were being beaten by Pepsi, so they wanted to say, hey, we have a new formulation. And almost every single company, when you say I have something new, you sell more. But people loved the old-timey brand so much that they went back to that classic.
Taste.
Yeah.
There was an uprising on that.
Yeah, yeah. And they wanted the classic, and then there was this big thing. But it actually caused higher sales than ever because they had a whole customer loyalty that they weren't even tapping into. They kind of appreciated it when they took it away with the whole New Coke thing.